Okay, I know I usually do part 2s for these stories, and it's just because they're so entertaining to see how much you guys love the story and you guys want to see more of it. But here it is, ladies and gentlemen, Gamer Girl Part 2. I know you guys wanted this, and I apologize I didn't release it sooner. It's been like, I want to say almost a week now since that story came out, but it's officially here. And on top of that, did I mention that I am currently live streaming on Twitch as we speak right now? So click the link down below in the description and watch me live telling more crazy stories just like this one. Also, crazy announcement. Let's just say I have a Fortnite girlfriend in my house right now, and I don't know what to do. So if you guys do want to go see what's going on with that, I advise clicking on the video down below or clicking the video on the screen. Basically, it's how I got a Fortnite girlfriend. It's on the Bubba channel. It's the new IRL channel where I'm going to be posting vlogs and crazy stories in real life. Yes, I'm actually proving the stories are real. Insane, I know. But other than that, let's get straight into this insane story. What is going on, you guys? My name is Bubba, and welcome back to Gamer Girl Part 2. Me and the Gamer Girl. So last I ended it off, and you guys haven't seen that episode, I advise you watch it. But the last episode ended off with basically me and her training for a tournament, a Smash Bros tournament to be exact, because we and her, we played Super Smash Brothers together, and we were both training for a tournament. And I remember she invited me over, and basically she had this giant 75-inch TV in her room and wanted me to practice with her on her bed. So let's continue on. So I remember when she invited me into her room, I remember going into her room and I saw the TV. It was a giant 75-inch, and I was like looking at it like with my wide eyes open. I remember telling her, why do you need such a big TV? And she looks at me and says, oh my goodness, like it's literally like a television just so I can like, you know, practice because I want to be like frame perfect. Whatever that means. I have no idea what frame perfect means, but apparently it means on Google, being frame perfect, connecting your button press on the exact frame that is necessary to pull off a particular feast. And apparently she needed 75 inches for that. Like, don't get me wrong, I have like 9 inches down below, but 75 inches? Hello? Sorry, that was a bad joke. But going on, I remember me and her, we sat on the bed and we started playing. We started competing. We started versing each other. I used my main. She used her main character that we mostly fought over. But then came to the final part. The final thing that kind of made me realize that she was into me. She looks at me and says, if I win this, you have to take off your pants. And I said, okay, but if I win this, you have to take off your top. So obviously, you know, we started taking off clothing. I won a game. She won a game. I won another game. She won another game. And it got to the point where we're literally in our undies. Yes, literally. I know, it's really cringe. And she looks at me and she's like, I think you like have like a big eggplant. Yes, I know. I did have elevated underwear, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm trying to keep this in YouTube monetization, but you know what I mean. And I remember I looked at her, I'm like, oh, well, yeah, can you blame me? And let's just say, for me just saying that, one thing led to another. The controls were on the ground, and me and her, we ended up doing the Devil's Tango. Now, that's where usually I would end the story off, but there was more. Obviously, there was a competition day and how things went there. So I remember me and her, after that day, we kept practicing in the classroom that everyone would practice in their Smash Bros tourneys, and me and her, we just kept playing with each other. And I remember there was a tournament where basically there was solos, and then they added another tournament which was duos, which means you get to have a partner and you basically beat the entire school. And me knowing that me and her, we practiced so much together, we decided to be a team. But you guys know high school. High school, when something seems off, or you know, you see two people together all the time, you kind of guess, oh, they're dating. I remember I ended up going to the sign-up sheet and signing her as, you know, my duo's partner for the game. She was with me. She signed her name on there as well as me being her partner. And when everyone saw that in the classroom practicing their Smash Brothers gameplay, they were all staring at us saying, ooh, the couple is now playing with each other. Like, they made it really gross. Okay, like, come on, dude. Like, she's just my partner. Like, relax. Can we not have girl coworkers? Actually, no, you can't. But going on, I remember as that was going on, like, me and her, we kind of just looked at each other, and she winked at me, and everyone saw that, and I'm like, oh god, like, she's really taking this to heart, basically. And let's just say, I wish I could end it off there, but it does get worse. And by worse, I mean way worse. I remember me and her, we had a conversation where basically I explained to her that, like, you know, me and her, we're not a thing. You know, what happened in her room was just because she had a really big TV, and, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I basically told her, like, I basically friend zoned her, okay? Like, she was hot and all, but I wasn't ready for a relationship at that time. And when I told her that, she was all like kind of like pissed off, but at the same time, like, all right with it. I don't know. I think she faked it, because when a girl says I'm fine, they're usually not fine. That's one thing I realized. And she kept saying, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm literally fine. Bubba, I get it. I'm fine. Yeah, no, she wasn't fine. Going on. I remember the day of the Smash Bros tournament came up, and you know, everyone going around the cafeteria. We had a giant projector shooting on the screen, and when the girl that I was with, the gamer girl, saw the projector, she started panicking. Apparently, she's not able to be frame perfect with a projector, whatever that means, and she starts like, you know, freaking out. She's like, oh my goodness, like I don't know if I can time my combos correctly. Bubba, are you sure we can handle this? And I looked at her and I'm like, just spam buttons. It's literally called Smash for a reason. And yeah, so me and her, we start playing. We basically were like, you know, versing other people, and then we versed each other because it was a solos tournament. I made it to second place, and she also made it to second place, and we were both fighting for first. We beat through basically our entire school that like was competing in the tournament, and she looked at me and she's like, okay, it's literally me versus you. You ready? And I said, yeah, like I'll beat you any day of the week. So me knowing that she couldn't be frame perfect on a projector, and you know, I was able to pull off amazing combos with Ness, I literally smashed the life out of her. And I don't mean that in a Devil's Tango way. Like I literally destroyed her. Like boom, get out of my way. Gamer boy status ratio. You know, like I beat her up. Let's just say that much. Not physically, in game. I remember when I won, she was so pissed off. Like she was so mad, and everyone's like, Baba, Baba, Baba. It felt so good, dude. Like I felt like a king at that moment. Like I felt like the alpha male, even though I am the alpha male. But yeah, I won, and I remember when it came to the duos tourney, and me and her had to be a team. Well, yeah, let's just say we didn't end up playing the duos tourney. I remember she looks at me and she starts screaming at me. She's like, I literally like slept with you, and like we did the Devil's Tango, and now you're just like gonna take this win from me? Like, are you serious right now? Yes, is what I told her. I literally said, yes, I am. Because I won fair and square. I beat the girl. It's not my fault that we weren't playing on a 75-inch giant TV. Like, I won that game fair and square, and she was just all pissed off, and she was being all mean and stuff. And I remember she literally ended up getting her GameCube controller that she played with and smashed it on the ground. And she's like, you know what? Screw you. And walked away. Yep, she literally just walked away. I lost my partner that day, and I didn't get to compete in the Duros tourney, but hey, I at least beat everyone else knowing that I was the best. And I remember when she walked out, everyone wanted to be my partner in that game. Everyone wanted to be like my teammate and stuff, but I don't know, it just didn't feel right. I want to say later in the day, I remember she texted me. She's like, hey, like, I'm sorry for what happened. I'm sorry I yelled at you. You want to come over and play Smash Bros? And I just said no. I blocked her number. I'm gonna be honest, she was weird, Champ Andy, dude. Like, I did not have time for that. And yeah, that's basically actually the end of the story. There's no part 3 to this one. This was just straight up to the point, but that's basically it, guys. So make sure you do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also, I am currently live on Twitch as we speak right now, so go check it out. And like I always say, follow for more embarrassing stories. All right, peace out, guys.
My name is Baba. I'm still on top of the world. Devil's taken with your mother. Of course, let's go. Should I make it a story? Let's click record. Got that TikTok with 2 mil hit different with some more. She said she loved me, she kept. Should I exit for sure? I got 100K for my life's work, so mama said bravo. All these people on my stream, love y'all till the day I go. I got 100K in my plane. I got 100 buddies on my name. I make it right.